Hi guys, so today we are having a look at a setting spray from I Heart Revolution. I've got I was about to say the shade, the scent Peaches and Cream. I have been AWOL for a while, but I'm going to address that separately if anybody's wondering. So, these are £6 for 100ml. They are a cruelty-free brand. They have quite a range of different scents, but they also have an unscented one, which is £5. So you're paying an extra £1 to get the scent in there, which depending on how you look at it, £1's not much, but it's also a 20% markup. But then they don't really do like fractions and pennies in their pricing, so there is that. It says on the website that this is going to be refreshing and hydrating. I'm not quite so confident about the hydrating side of it. I had a wee look at the ingredients and I looked some of them up because I felt being very educated today. I felt, I wanted to learn stuff. First ingredient is water, it's pretty predictable. Second ingredient, alcohol denat, which is denatured alcohol, which is one that's known to be stripping and drying on the skin. Propylene glycol, that's going to be slightly better. Benzyl alcohol is then the fourth ingredient, and that's another one that's meant to be drying on the skin, so that's a little bit strange to me. Then as you go down, we've got some acids, we've got some oils, there's chestnut seed extract, there's sunflower oil, aloe vera, which is obviously going to help with the moisturisation. The scent is unfortunately just listed as perfume or fragrance rather than being any actual extract from peaches. I will say though the smell on this is absolutely gorgeous. It just smells so juicy and fresh and awesome. I did actually want to pick up the cookies and cream one as well originally, but when I smelled it in the shop it just smells of coconut, which I do not like. Interestingly, looking at the reviews of these on the Revolution website, there's people saying that they're getting different results from the different scents. Saying that they're getting slightly better wear out of one scent over another, which is very strange. So the scent on this does not linger, if anybody's wondering. So that extra £1 you're paying is literally so that as you spray it, you can smell that scent and then that's it. So yeah, so I have done my makeup today. I have sprayed this on half my face and we're going to see as we go through the day if there's any real difference between the two sides. Right, so I've got, I would say, quite a bit of powder product on. As usual, I've got oily skin, so powder, contour, blush, highlight, all of it powder. And the eyeshadow as well, obviously, so that always swings around. So I don't think I look overly powdery, maybe a tiny bit on my nose, but anyway, we're going to see how this works for settling down any powderiness as well as whether it makes my makeup last longer. So as is the last time I done a setting spray one, we are going to cover half my face. And let's get into this guy. We're also going to see whether the smell kind of lingers around, which I'm kind of hoping it does because I really like it. So I'm going to cover half my face and spray the other half, obviously with my eyes shut. Okay, that's a really nice mister. I didn't see how it caught up on camera because, I closed my eyes, but that's really nice and fine. Okay, so that feels really nice on the skin. I can smell it a bit just now. I feel like it is going to die away. And of course I made a mess. Anyway, so yeah, I would say this side looks a little bit more settled down. Not that it ever really bothers me, because to be honest with you, my, oils break down any powder in like seconds anyway. Ugh, that's annoying me that I've done that to my nose. Where did my concealer go? See, long nails, they're a pain. I've just like gouged out part of my makeup. So I am going to just go about my usual day, see, whether there is much difference between the two sides of my face. If you want a timestamp, it is 10:20. I'm going to dry my hair and I will see you guys in a bit. Right, I am back. So the time just now is, it is actually 20 to 4. So it has been 5.5 hours since I finished this up. So let's zoom you guys in. Ignore this, I had a little bit of a nosebleed, so I need to touch up my foundation, but I didn't want to do it before I check in because that's pointless. In terms of oil control, I actually think we might look a bit more, don't know. So in terms of oil control, I don't think there's a huge amount of difference. I look a little bit oilier around here on the side that we did use the setting spray on, if I'm being really, really picky about it. Let's zoom right the way in and have a look. So I mean, this is the side that we sprayed, and this is the side that we didn't. So yeah, there is quite a difference there, and oh, I need to clear up some mascara crusties as well. So yeah, I mean, I will say it doesn't advertise being mattifying. As I said, online it says it's going to be a moisturising one, so this isn't particularly surprising. Let's just quickly touch that up so that I'm a nice uniform colour. And I'm going to do a wee oil touch up as well. In terms of the wear of the foundation with the cover, I don't see that there's really been any effect on that so far, but we will continue with the wear test, and I'll come back later and we'll see where we're at. Right, I'm back. It is 11:30, so I've had this on, well, I finished my makeup up just over 13 hours ago. We did obviously do a little bit of a powder touch up throughout the day, but this is my final check-in. In terms of coverage, you know, in general, from a distance, I don't really see any difference between the two sides. But if we zoom in close, which we have to do, in-depth review and all that, while the coverage looks the same on both sides, I will say that this cheek looks a bit smoother than this one. And I wonder if that's got anything to do with the moisturising ingredients that are supposedly in this. The coverage is slightly less on this side of my nose than on this side, but my nose does tend to be quite hard wearing, will we say. Not many foundations will last all day on my nose, if any. Same for the forehead, where I have obviously scratched. That's a good look. So yeah, actually on my forehead the oil control looks slightly better on the sprayed side. So what do I think of this? I'm going to be honest, I'm not a huge setting spray fan. I never remember to use them, and then on the odd times that I do use them, there's not a big enough difference for it to stick in my mind. But in general, I love the scent of this. That's probably going to make me want to use it. It definitely felt really nice and refreshing on the skin. I want to say that I'd like to keep it around my, keep it in my bag. If we have a heat wave, it might be nice for spritzing. But the amount of alcohol in it, if you have dry skin, definitely don't consider it for that. It's probably going to, if you use it multiple times a day, it's probably going to have quite a drying effect on your skin. But yeah, it definitely settled down the powderiness of my makeup. This side definitely looks smoother, and that's quite nice. Maybe I would try and use like a more mattifying one down my T-zone, although I think trying to like precision spray, setting spray might be a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, let me know if you've tried any of these, which scent you tried. Have you tried more than one scent, and do you think there was like a difference between the two? But yeah, I'm kind of on the fence on this one. Like I said, I'll see me using it again, but it's probably going to be more that I just want to smell the scent of it, which is not, we're not here to review things that smell nice. We're here to review a setting spray. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you've got any questions, any reviews, leave them down below. I'm sorry I've been AWOL. I am sorry that this has been a slightly awkward feeling video because I'm just out of the habit of being in front of a camera talking to you guys. I just had a lot of stuff just kept cropping up one after the other, so every time I was trying to get back to film it was just like, all done. But anyway, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend, because I believe this video is going up on a Monday, and I will see you later. Bye.